Morning guys, how we doing? Welcome to another Buzzing About Town here on Buzzing Pattaya. And yeah, I'm picking up where I left off. If you watch part one, when I went across over what we call the Darkside, East Pattaya, I'm picking up from there basically. If you look on the map now, you'll see where I am. And I've got to say, I'm amazed at the response to the last video when I covered this area. So many of you guys were sending in messages saying it's great to see the other side, the side of a city maybe many of you don't actually get to see. And to actually see what it's like to really live over here and like what really goes on. So I've deliberately started where I am, basically because there's nothing to show you other than real life. So we are going to head over towards Soi Numpagwan, which is the third of the four main sois here. We covered Soi Khao Talo and Soi Khao Noi on the first part of the video. If you're not sure about that, have a look back in the videos there, put it out recently. And yeah, so sort of Numpagwan is probably one of the quieter areas, but there's still a few things I want to show, which is quite good. Then we're going to head over to Soi Siam and we'll cover a little bit of that. And then what I'll probably do is I'm going to come back with another video and hit you up with Mapachan Lake and all around that side, because that again is a completely different area. And it's fun to go around. It's fun to go around. I'm going to go and do some bar crawls and stuff over that area, arrange some day outs and stuff, just to mix it up. And so obviously tomorrow being the day when finally we are seeing some relaxation in the restrictions that you've all been suffering. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to see a lot more of you guys over here very, very soon, which is fantastic. You know, we desperately need you out here. And if you are coming out here on a long stay, like a 3-monther, then you know you might want to consider coming over to this part of Pattaya, because you know, when you throw yourself in the mix and you're doing the same stuff night after night and you're hitting it hard, 3 months is a long, long time, and you probably may well burn out. So anyway, enough about that. Let's have a look around. As I say, look on the map, which I showed you. We are here. We're right at the very beginning of nothing. And we're going to head into Numpagwan, and then we're going to head into the Soi Siam country. All right, so let's spin the camera around, get the old moped going, and let's go and have a look and see what's happening right here, right now. So the road we're going down now is basically a cut through. So we've got a couple of villages. You see, like that's sort of a standard village life, gated community. And you know, those of you that come out, if you're looking for somewhere to rent, you can find a rental out here for easily 10,000 baht, easily. You know, if you wanted a posher place like 15, 20,000 baht, you'd even get yourself a pool villa. That's how affordable this area is. So we're going to just take this little side turning here. This now leads me down to Soi Numpagwan. And it's quite early in the morning, but I've done it deliberately because I like to get these done and dusted out of the way. And you know, I'm not going to go into the bars and actually walk around them, although having said that, over in Patreon, I will be doing those kind of walk-ins and show you what goes on in there. One of the particular favourites of mine when I used to live over this side is just here on the right hand side. They're not as yet open, but they sell the little barbecue chickens in there, and makes me wonder how they survive. You know, 5 baht or 10 baht for a chicken kebab, like a little stick with a bit of chicken on the end. You know, 5 baht. I mean, how many of those do you need to sell to actually make enough money to cover the cost of living here? Amazes me, really does. But nevertheless, it's great food. We talked about food the other day, saying about what's it like to eat Thai food, is it safe? Got quite a few mixed reactions. I got a lot of you telling me how much of a bad stomach you'd had, and when you'd fell foul to eating some Thai food, which is a real shame because I've got cast iron guts, so I can pretty much get away with eating everything and anything, to be honest with you. But you know, Thai food in general is very, very nice. However, like I mentioned in that video, you do need to be a bit aware about what the possibilities are and the things that could happen. So at this crossroads, you know, you do need to have a motorbike over here. There's no doubt about that. If you are going to be navigating around the area, you're going to have transport. That goes without saying. And we're going to nip down here. Oh, here we go, sort of 31. All right. Now the reason I've come down here is I want to show you a place just here on the left-hand side. Spent many an afternoon in here. Unfortunately, although I'm showing it to you there, it's now gone. But in there used to be a really full-on, hands-on experience. And unfortunately, as I said, it's now no longer. So what we're doing is we're actually heading over towards Soi Siam, but I'm going to do a U-turn in a minute. There's a couple of places up here I want to show you. We will do a U-turn, and then we're going to head down Soi Noon Pagwan up to the temple, across to Soi Siam, and head down towards the railway track. So there's a place here I want to show you. This car go past me. Go on, son. All right, so Max Bar. Max Bar's been here a long time, and unfortunately what you're seeing, and you're going to notice here, is there's quite a lot of casualties. And there you are. Unfortunately, it's not seen the test of time, which is a shame, because when you go in there, it was good fun. But alas, a casualty. See, the trouble is when you come out here to the east side of Pattaya, you know, we do survive mainly on the expats, and of course quite a lot of the guys sadly went back home when the first of these 2 years started. And that's a shame, you know, because a lot of guys have gone back, which ultimately has left a lot of the bars that use or rely, should I say, that rely on the expats, have sadly had to shut down. However, every cloud has a silver lining. We are in the process of rebuilding the city, as you've seen in many, many videos, not just mine, but in other YouTube videos. And, you know, there's signs of good things to come still, good things. I'm still not sure about the Walking Street saga. I kind of relate Walking Street to a bit like Emmerdale. You just don't know what's coming up next. And there's all these rumours that this is happening, that's happening. It really is a hard one to figure out what generally really is going to happen. But nevertheless, whatever does continue, what will be for certain is that this city will survive and it will bounce back. So we're heading now down towards the temple, the big temple at the top of this road. You'll see in a bit. And like I say, these two areas are relatively quiet, especially in terms of entertainment. There are a few bars here, but in general it's a lot quieter than what you could expect on Khao Talo and Khao Noi. They're the main beer bar areas. But there are a few bars here, not as many, but there are a few. And certainly Soi Siam country, that's undergone a huge change. Now one place here, HK, is now called Liquid Zoo. There we go, Liquid Zoo Sports Bar and Restaurant. I do believe recently changed hands. And in here, now this is a place where I've lived here 10 years, I've not set foot in there. I do believe it's predominantly set up towards Thai men, but it's just somewhere I've never been in. In the olden days, they used to have girls sitting outside, and to be honest with you, unlike most of the girls over here, they were a lot younger, which was quite surprising, because generally speaking, the girls that are over on this side of things, a majority of them are in sort of like 30 plus. And which is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Now one place I do hope reopens is over there, was the White Moose Sports Bar. She was a lovely lady, really, really nice lady, but I don't know what's going to go down on that one. I really don't. They used to have a lot of tables and chairs at the front now, so I'm guessing the fact that they're not there now sadly means maybe that one's gone. Quite a depressing start to the video really, isn't it? Now have I missed it? Ah, bollocks, I missed that one. Okay, well there was a really nice restaurant back there I wanted to show you, but I can't do a Yui, but hey ho. And we do have a lot of restaurants here. Now, this place here, the Pussycat Club. Big, big bar, go in there, pool table to the left-hand side. Girls are very friendly, and you'll certainly enjoy yourself in there. Not very busy, which is kind of strange, because they do have a few girls in there. Whether they will all return in due course, your guess is as good as mine. And incidentally, while we're riding around here, quite a few of the villages here will have communal pools. And some of the gated communities won't allow you access, but there's not many that won't allow you access. Quite a few you can go in and have a swim. Some have swimming pool side restaurants, and you can utilise those as well. So if you are looking for a chill out area, you know, head over here, have a look around. There's some great places. Now one place I do want to give a shout out to, and I use on a regular basis, is in there. Now if you like your Thai barbecues, go in there. Really, really good food, really nice. No dramas whatsoever in there. It's funny, you know, living here as long as I have, I've been here 10 years now, which is not like a huge amount of time, but it's still nevertheless a reasonable amount of time. The changes that I've seen over the years, the changes just consistently like change after change after change, even before the situation that we were in the last 2 years. And this area's just developed tenfold. It really has. It's developed time and time again, better and better. And especially around the lake, you know, when I do get around to the lake, you know, there's a lot going on there. Now, this is called Enjoy Bar. Enjoy Bar, again, another casualty, it's gone, you know, it's a real shame, it really is. Just mind-blowing how many places over this side. But this does reiterate what I was saying to you about in the first video. Do you remember when I said to you, like in the first part, Khao Noi and Khao Talo seem to be bulletproof in respect of they got quite a lot of bars, a lot of the expats go over there. Whereas over here, as you're seeing already, there's a lot of casualties. Now, the one, oh, damn, I missed that one. Let me get back here. Oh, here we go. Now over there, Brass Monkey. 3 pool tables, good food. You can sit outside, sit inside. They do have an air conditioning unit at the back, which is, it's all right. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really do a lot. It's quite warm in there. But nevertheless, it's a nice bar, friendly people. Definitely worth popping your head in if you're in this area, the Brass Monkey. And they've got a really nice 9-foot pool table at the back. Really nice. So we're going to keep heading up now. We're nearly at the temple at the top. And the temple days can get very busy. Incidentally, if you want to come and watch Pattaya United play football, this is where they play. They play up here. In fact, why don't we nip over? How are we doing with time? Yeah, we're doing all right. Why don't we nip over and I'll show you the stadium. And I used to follow them. I don't follow them so much anymore now, to be honest with you. I just haven't had time. But from what I gather, I think they're doing okay now. I know they got relegated. I went to the last game when they were relegated from the Premier League, and they had to dress the manager up as a policeman to escort him out of the game. There were gunshots fired. There was mayhem. It was crazy, really, really crazy. And I'll tell you why I'm stopping. I want to go. Bloody hell! Oh, what a place to stop. All right, hold on. I've got to do a U-E. A one-handed U-turn. What's that all about? Hold on. I need to show you this place down there. Wow. Oh, sorry, young man. Okay. So, no 400 baht today. Happy days. All right, just quickly, guys, quickly. And again, these are places that we'll come to when we do the bar crawls because these are off the beaten track and not many people know about them, which means they get overlooked. But there you go in there. That is Aqua de Mi. Now, if you go into Aqua de Mi, on the left-hand side there, you see just in front of you there, that's a swimming pool, and you go in through that door there. It's a spacious area. It's all right. It's nice in there. Good for quite a few girls. Definitely worth popping your head into. Get a Bolt taxi over here, and it's a nice place. You can see they've got promotions like Pizza Fridays, Ladies' Night every Saturday. But it's okay. It's okay in there. And just up here, let me throw this one at you. Do you know what, looking at the time, because I like to do 20, 25-minute videos. I don't like to go on and on and on. So I think we're probably going to knock this one on the head at the 25-minute mark, and I'll do Soi Siam on its own at a later date. But just around the corner here, again, another popular place with the expats. Have about 15 to 20 girls working in here, and it's called Azur. Now, this has changed hands a couple of times, but nevertheless, inside the concept's still the same. Here you go in there, Azur. Big place. You go through that blue door in front of you. There's an old snooker-style pool table, not my cup of tea. There's a snooker-style pool table in there. They have about 15 girls, 20 girls, and it's all right. It's worth popping your head in. Right, let's get across the road here. Oh. Whew. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, Pattaya United. That's where we were. So yeah, like I say, the day they got relegated from the Premier League, my lord, it just kicked right off. And as I said, they had to dress him up as a shit. I want to show you this. Where are we? Yeah, this one here. Right, just to give you a price indication. You see this house here? That was up for rent, 12,000 baht a month. For that, 12,000 baht. Now that's the kind of prices you're looking at when you come over this neck of the woods. So they dressed him up as a policeman, and they had to escort him out of the stadium because things were not going too well. Incidentally, look at this. You know, I'm talking about things developing. Brand spanking new. This, brand spanking new. Doesn't say how much. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. No, it doesn't say. But yeah, brand spanking new. And of course over there you go. That is Aqua Dami. Get yourself in there, boys. Yeah, so they dressed him up as a copper, and he managed to escape. Needless to say, he never returned. And there was gunshots going off. I actually think, if I remember rightly, and please don't hold me to this, but I do think, if I remember correctly, I think one person got shot. And right, let's do a left turn. So yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go up here, we'll go up to the temple, I'll show you the stadium, and then from the stadium we'll come back, I'll nip up the back road here and just show you there's a few bars on the right there. But I used to live just across here on Soi Siam, and it's a great area, guys. It really, really is. It's a really nice area. It's chilled out, relaxed, it's cheap. You know, it's got pretty much all the things that you may or may not be looking for. Obviously not a huge amount of bars, but then you don't expect that on this part of the area that we're in. And we used to have a really nice bar just up here on the right hand side. Unfortunately, no more. Not on the right, sorry, on the left hand side. Unfortunately, no more. But that used to be one of my locals, and it changed hands. And the new guy that took it over, I don't know what went wrong, to be honest with you, but it just didn't work out for him. It just didn't work out, which was a shame. You know, I don't like seeing anybody fail. Particularly in the last 2 years where it's been bloody hard. But it was this bar here, Enjoy Bar, and unfortunately, no more. You are not going to enjoy it no more. So, we're at the temple now. Busy junction, this one, especially early doors like we're in now. And they have a lot of ceremonies and stuff go on in there. I often get dragged to them. Oh my good Lord. Now I need to go, well, we're going to come back this way anyway, so I said, oh my good Lord, because they've knocked down the market area. Where are you going, buddy? You going that way? Okay. All right, so we're heading up towards Pattaya United. And they have had their days. They've had a few good seasons, but as I say, they got relegated. And I don't think they've recovered from that. I'm not sure. I don't think they're in the Premier League anymore. Beautiful day today, beautiful. And on match days, if you do want to come up, I believe there are a couple of bars in the town that run organised trips up to come and watch the games. And it's not far, it's like 10 minutes, not far at all. So you can get an organised trip out here. Not a bad way to spend the afternoon. Come and watch the game. And the crowd are fanatical. They're brilliant. They're banging the drums, jumping up and down, shouting and wahooing and everything. It is all going on. Bit of high-end salad cream. And I've just realised I'm chatting away, talking away, and I missed my bloody turning. What a bell end. Hang on. Oh, Mr. Knight, what are you doing? Well, anyway, it's over. I love it now, I'm just useless. I do need to do a Yui. Let me just check what the traffic's like. Go on, you keep going there, that's it, good on you. Right, bear with me guys, sorry. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what, let's just keep going around here. Not the most ideal place to do a U-turn. And if I was to keep going on this road and follow it, eventually you come to Huayai. And Huayai is a nice little area, very, very quiet. Oh, that's better. Here we go. So, where were we? We were going back to the Pattaya United Stadium. Clearly, these early mornings don't agree with me. Right, stay there, please. Thank you very much. Incidentally, there's a recreation park here. You can go in there and exercise, and kids can play, all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, this is a far, far cry from life in the city centre. It's completely different, it's way off the radar. It really is a normal life. But if you do come out here for a long stay, I genuinely, in my heart, believe that this is the sort of place you should be looking at staying. For the simplicity of the fact that if you was to live in the city centre, temptations at your very doorstep, and it takes a lot of, see there's the stadium there at the back, over there. So you see right in the distance, there we are. That's the stadium there. And ticket prices are cheap. I think they're about 100 baht, if memory serves me correctly. And there's no point me going up here turning right. That's where the stadium is, just by the big temple here. But I want to turn left and go back over to where I wanted to show you. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, you know, I really genuinely think if you are going to come out here on a long stay, you need to get yourself out of harm's way. Because this city can and will and has eaten you up. Now, talking about eating you up, that used to be a huge food court in there. It used to be really popular. But they've blitzed it, so I don't know what it is. I don't know why they've done that. No idea. Crazy, isn't it, how things change so quickly. I often wonder, you know, if I went back home now, I haven't been back home for years. I often wonder if I went back home now, what would it look like? How would it change? What things would have gone and stayed the distance? And it's weird because you sometimes see things you think, do you know what, that's a given, that's going to stay here for a long time. And suddenly it goes off the radar and you're like, what's happened there? How's that happened? And we've got a couple of places right now. We've got a couple of places right now in the gentleman club scene that have sadly closed. And they've closed under a cloud. And you know, the one thing that you've got to love about this city is the rumours that go around are just unforgivable. You know, they just, I don't know, it's weird, but yeah, people talk about, oh, this. But anyway, it's two places, I won't name them, but two places have closed and are not going to reopen. And it's a shame, because back in their day, when they were open, I used to do the photography and the videos for them, and my good Lord, it was rammed, literally standing room only. But anyway, none of my business. It is what it is. There's a big shady cloud over the top of all what's going on, or what's meant to be going on, blah, blah, blah. But the fact is that it's not going to open. So I want to show you just up here before we wrap up. There's a nice big market here on the right hand side. Early doors there. They open in the evenings, late afternoon. And you can go in there. It's pretty much all the markets are fairly much the same but different. You get all your fresh produce, your fruit, your vegetables, all that kind of stuff. And just on this side here, there's just a little network here of bars. Just a few bars here. Not really like what you would call full on, but there are a few bars here. And it just mixes it up a little bit. A bar there, look, there's the A bar. Luby's bar. We do have a few, and these have recently come out. That's a Thai bar there. These have recently developed over the last few years. This area, you see all the lighting here, that never used to be here. And people ask me, why did you call it the dark side? Predominantly because there was a lack of lighting. Back in the day, there was a lack of lighting here, and it was pretty dark, hence the word dark side. But as you can see now, they spent an incredible amount of money making all these decorative lightings, and it does look nice at night time. Another development there. Plenty going on. And if you continue this road right the way up to the very, very end, you come to the railway track. If you turn left and head down there, that takes you over to Wai, which is where I live, over in that area. And if you turn right, that will take you back into the city centre. And at the very end of this road, if you was to go straight on over the train track, that will take you to Sukhumvit Road and ultimately into Jomtien. And one place I want to finish here, and I've heard, so let's find out, the moment of truth. I've heard that it's going to be done again, which is true, which is fantastic. Look at that bad boy. There you go. Spent many an afternoon here. It did ultimately shut down. The pool was emptied. It was in a really bad state of disarray. And remember I said to you about these places in the gated communities. So you're here at the Pattaya Paradise Village. There you go. And you are more than welcome to come in here. In there, use the swimming pool. They do food, beers, etc. And really nice, really, really nice. So let me pull over there and let's wrap this bad boy up. Go in the shade. It's been so hot lately, really, really hot. If there's one thing that I've had as the biggest complaint from people here, it's the heat at the moment. So let's spin it around. Ta-da! All right, so there you go, guys. That was another ride around. I'll cover Soy Siam. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do Soy Siam and Mapachan Lake in one video. I'll get that one to you very soon. I've got a lot of videos I want to do. I've got a list as long as my arm. Now that we've got things in place and the studio's coming along, that'll free up a lot of my time. So those of you that are supporting me in Patreon, thank you so much indeed. You really have made a fantastic, huge difference. There's all the details in there about what we're doing. And you know, it will increase the quality of what we're bringing out. It will increase my opportunity to bring you more videos. So thank you very much for all your support. Absolutely amazing. So I will bring out a new video. People have been asking me, going to jump in at night time. I'm going to do that. Honestly, it's like Heinz salad cream. It's all going on right now. So I've got too much to do. But hey ho, that's my problem, not yours. So there we are. That's it today. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't had a look at Patreon, please have a look. There is a link in the description below. And get on Discord. 14,000 people now, just like you guys, with the love of this wonderful place that I'm lucky enough to call home. So have a look on there. It's pretty much everything and anything goes on in there. And if you wouldn't mind, one thing that really does help the channel, please bang that subscribe button for me, guys. It just makes my life a lot easier, particularly when I'm talking to people about coming on the channel and letting me mention them, because they see how many followers we've got. Nearly, what's it now, 48,000 I think. Crazy, but fantastic. So thank you very much. All right, so there you are. That's it from me, guys. Like I say, please remember to hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notified when I bring out a new video, check out the bell icon there. Give that a ding. 9 o'clock every morning, a video comes to your doorstep, and it's there for you to watch as and when you feel necessary. Have a look on our Discord. It really is worth its weight in gold. It really is fantastic. Please check that out. So there we are. That's it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, guys, please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.